and welcome. Let's find the value of x. We're given if 3 times 4 raised to the power of x plus 2 times 9 raised to the power of x minus 5 times 6 raised to the power of x is equals to 0. Now, to be able to find the value of x, we can divide this equation by any one of 4 exponent x, 9 exponent x, and 6 exponent x. We can use any of that, okay? All right, so let's say I want to divide the equation by 6 raised to the power of x. So I'll write divide, okay, both sides by 6 raised to the power of x. So I'm going to write 3 times 4 raised to the power of x divided by 6 raised to the power of x plus 2 times 9 raised to the power of x divided by 6 raised to the power of x minus 5 times 6 raised to the power of x divided by 6 raised to the power of x, then 0 divided by 6 raised to the power of x. Now we know that when we divide 0 by any number, that will be 0. All right, so in this case, then we can write this, since the power, they have the same power. So this can also be written as 3 multiplied by 4 over 6 raised to the power of x plus 2 multiplied by 9 over 6, okay, raised to the power of x minus 5 equals to 0. So that is when we use the property, a exponent n divided by b exponent n. That will be written as the quotient of a and b, that is a divided by b raised to the power of what? N. Okay? Alright, so that's exactly what we apply here. Alright, so in this case, let's reduce this. We can divide 4 and 6 by the same number, and that's 2. When we divide 4 and 6 by the same number, so this becomes, so when we divide 4 by 2, that will be 2. This will be what? 3. So 2 over 3 raised to the power of x. Then plus, this can be divided by 3, and also this can be divided by what? 3. Alright, so this will be 2 multiplied by 3 over 2 raised to the power of x. Okay? Then minus 5 equals to 0. Alright, now, in this case, we have 2 over 3 raised to the power of x. And here we have 3 over 2 raised to the power of x. And we know that 3 over 2 is the reciprocal of 2 over 3. That is reciprocal. That is 1 over 2 over 3 is the same thing as 3 over 2. Alright, so which means that we can represent 2 over 3 exponent x with another letter from the alphabet. Let's say I want to use letter m. So I'll say let m equals to 2 over 3 raised to the power of what? X. So which means that for 3 over 2 raised to the power of x, that will be 1 over m. That is 1 over m will be equals to 3 over 2 raised to the power of x. So that the equation now becomes 3m, okay, plus 2 times 1 over m minus 5 equals to 0. Alright, so this will be, we're going to have 3m plus 2 over m equals to 5. Then let's multiply both sides by what? By m. So multiplying both sides by m, this becomes 3m squared. Okay, that is m times 3m, that will be 3m squared. Then 2 over m times m, that will be 2, that will be 2, okay? Then 5 times m, that will be 5m. That will be 5m. So I'm going to bring this, to this side. So this becomes 3m squared minus 5m plus 2 equals to 0. So here we have a quadratic equation. Now, to be able to solve this quadratic equation, we can use, let's find out if we can use factorization method. All right, so we have the product of roots will be 3 multiplied by 2, that's 6. Then we need factors of 6, okay, that when added together will give us negative 5. So, and that will be minus 3 minus 2, that's minus 5. That's negative 3 minus 2 is minus 5. And then minus 3 times minus 2 is what? Plus 6. So in this case, this will be 3m squared minus 3m minus 2m plus 2 equals to 0. So we then factorize this into, this will be 3m squared divided by 3. that will be m. Then minus 3m divided by 3, that will be negative 3m, that will be minus 1. Then minus, in this case, 2 is a common factor, and this will be m minus 1 equals to 0. So here we have 3m, okay, minus 2 equals to 0, or m minus 1 equals to 0. So when we solve for m in this case, m will be 2 over 3. Okay, then in this case, m will be equals to 1. Now let's recall. Now we know that m is equals to 2 over 3 raised to the power of x. Now we know that m equals to 2 over 3 raised to the power of x. And here we have the value of m to be 2 over 3. So this will be 2 over 3, okay, equals to 2 over 3 raised to the power of m. So same base on both sides, then we're going to have the first value of x to be what? 1. So this is the first value of x. Then also we know that the second value of m in this case is when we have m to be equals to 1. So that we again recall that from m equals to 2 over 3 raised to the power of x, we can also have 2 over 3, okay, raised to the power of x is equals to 1. And we know that when we have a number raised to the power of 0, that will be what? That will give 1. All right, so in this case, so which means 2 over 3 raised to the power of 0 will be the same thing as this value, that's 1. So in this case, we're going to have 2 over 3 raised to the power of x equals to 2 over 3 raised to the power of 0. Okay, any number raised to the power of 0, okay, always gives what? 1. So in this case, we have same base on both sides, so we cancel out the base. So we have x to be equals to 0. So these are the two values of x. We can verify our answer to check for the correctness of our solution. All right, let's verify. So in this case, we have, for the first one, when the value of x, let's start with 0. When the value of x is 0, okay, when the value of x is 0, now we have 3 times 4 raised to the power of x plus 2 times 9 raised to the power of x minus 5 times 6 raised to the power of x. Now, if we plug in the value of x, okay, we want to know or find out whether or not we get 0. Okay, so when x is 0, so we have 3 times 4 raised to the power of 0 plus 2 times 9 raised to the power of 0 minus 5 times 6 raised to the power of 0. Any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. So this is 3 plus 2 minus 5. And then this is 0. So that means x equals to 0. 0 is one of the values of x which satisfies the equation. Then also when x is equals to 1, okay, we got the second value of x to be 1. So when x is equals to 1, so we can also say 3 times 4 raised to the power of 1 plus 2 times 9 raised to the power of 1 negative 5 times 6 raised to the power of 1. Now, after we plug in the value of x, are we going to get 0? Now, in this case, this is 4 raised to the power of 1 times 3, okay? This is 12, then plus, this is 18. 9 raised to the power of 1 is 9, then minus 30. So 18 plus 12, that's 30. 30 minus 30, that's 0. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. Bye-bye.